All right, Mim Claire, hope I'm saying that right. We can ask questions for future vids, yes? If so, how many summers hast thou lived? I don't know the exact amount of summers because I was born in a summer. So I'm gonna say, since I'm 30, I'm gonna say technically 29 summers. This coming summer will be the 30th? I don't know. I read this one earlier and I'm not gonna read it again because it's a great question. You're a troll in Skyrim. Who and you've just spotted Joey Lumbermouth headed your way. Let's pretend Joey's slightly drunk since he'd surely never be spotted otherwise. Cough. Word on the troll streets is that he's a real badass. What do you do? Feel free to mime your answer on camera if words fail. So if I'm a troll in Skyrim, I mean, that's what I'm doing. Because that's what trolls do in Skyrim. They do this. If I saw Joey Lumbermouth head my way and I heard about him, I mean, trolls don't have any fear. They don't really run away unless their health is low, or they don't want to walk off a cliff when you're trying to make them. But if I was a troll, trolls have no fear, I'd go after him. Simple as that. Sorry, there's not more of an answer, but that's pretty straightforward. If I was a troll, I would go after anything coming in my territory. Codename Soap, explain. I did a little bit ago. Hopefully you saw that. Draco seems really happy. I like happy dogs. Me too. What breed-ish is he? So he's a mix of a corgi, and a lab, Based on the information, this is the one I was talking about. So based on the information you've given in this first episode of the AMA, it sounds like you may be in a long-distance relationship. If so, how do you deal with that? So, I'm not in a long-distance relationship, but I have been before. So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I dated a girl who lived in another state than I did, and it was a 6-hour drive for either one of us one way to see the other. After unfortunately a short amount of time, she, more than me, admittedly, wanted to live together, and it didn't work out. It did not work out because it's really hard to go from mostly a relationship on the phone to a relationship in your face every day, and it didn't work out. So I'm not a fan of the long distance relationships because you can't really get to know someone without being around them. Like that's a little extra something that I've picked up in my years, is that you can know someone over the phone, you can know someone over text, or Facebook or Twitter, however you want to know them, but when you're around them, that's when you get to see them, how they act, what they're like, their mannerisms, their facial expressions. That's when you get to see, as Chris Rock said, you get to see the crust of a mother. I don't have a problem cussing, I just want to keep it clean, just in case you're watching this at school. I know, right? So I'm not a fan of the long distance. I've done it before, won't do it again, but my girlfriend now and I, we're about 20 minutes from each other, so long distance of 20 minutes? Not really. I can drive there, she can drive here. Easy peasy. Dylan Hester. Hey Dylan. Soap, can you play Minecraft? Maybe in a live stream. I want to see you do it, and if it works good, maybe it could become a thing. I have played Minecraft on this channel multiple times. And I stopped for mainly the reason of that I was more or less told that I sucked at Minecraft, which I've admitted that I'm not the best at any video game there is. I will happily admit that. But it was all about redstone and how I need to use redstone this, and I'm not using redstone this way. And I got tired of hearing about it, so I stopped playing it. Simple as that. I still love Minecraft, and I still play it every once in a while, but the way I play is not what I guess you could say the majority of people on YouTube want to see when it comes to Minecraft, which I've watched Minecraft videos online, and it's mainly just mods, which I don't have a problem with, but the way I want to play Minecraft is a survival crafting game. I don't want to mod everything and go into arenas and death and I just want to, me, by myself in the wild, make some stuff and just survive. That's why I got into it, is because I was like, wow, this is like a survival game that's all blocky and it's cool and it's cute. And that's the way I like to play it. But then when I would play it the way I like to play it, everyone was like, you suck. And so I stopped playing it. If you guys I mean, I'll not lie. If you guys want to see a Minecraft live stream, let me know. I'll do it. I may not upload it to the channel just because that's just asking for a whole bunch of trouble. And in a live stream, it's easy. I can just be like, all right, you're clearly just trolling. Ban, mute, easy. Whereas on here, I don't remove comments. I leave them there for everyone to see because, you know, that's how the community works. I get to hear your voices and your opinions. But in a chat like that, if someone's just sitting there, you suck with redstone, which now that I'm sure it's evolved way past redstone and people are making Minecraft in Minecraft if I saw it once. But yeah, if you guys want to see me live stream Minecraft, I'll happily do that. It's a very peaceful, relaxing game, and I would happily do it. Aiden Green says, the tattoo! What does it mean and what is it? So I have a feeling you're referring to that tattoo. It's really difficult to see. Actually, I'll put a picture of the tattoo up. What do you think? Here or here? I'll put it up here. I'll put a picture of that tattoo up here so you can get a good look at it. This tattoo, so what is it? It is a tarot card. It is the death card. Now, what does it mean? Well, it doesn't necessarily mean death, like something dying. It means the end. So it could be life coming to an end, it could be relationships coming to an end, but something coming to an end, that's what it symbolizes. And for me, it is my reminder to myself, hence why it's like if I look down at it, it's facing me, it's my reminder that anything could end at any moment and to be ready for it. So for example, I could wake up tomorrow and, you know, could be getting kicked out of my apartment for some reason, or my car could explode, or my girlfriend could take her face off and reveal that she's an alien from outer space. Woo! You know, granted, none of those probably will ever happen, but I just, you know, I'm prepared for things to end because everything, this is going to sound really depressing, everything ends eventually, and there's nothing that anyone can do to stop it. It's just simple as that. Everything will end. Sorry to be a downer. That's just how I think. I'm actually happier when I think like that. It's just, I know things will end. I know everything will end. I know eventually this wonderful bottle of water will come to an end, and I'm okay with that. I have come to peace with it, and I feel that you should too. Let's all contribute to the end of this bottle of water, shall we? But on the serious note, I got the tattoo when I had 3 family members die very close to one another as far as the timeline goes. I had some friendships end that definitely should have ended way before, but at the time they were very unexpected, but in retrospect they were necessary. And would you hush back there? And I had a relationship come to an end all within a very good chunk of time, and I was just like, bleh. And it was my reminder that I had thought about it for a while of getting a tattoo like that. I just, you know, never came up with what the idea should be. And then a year or two after all that, I saw the tarot card, and I thought to myself, one, I really like what it means and what it symbolizes because that's the idea I've been having. And 2, I don't see that many people, at least in real life and face-to-face, with the tarot card tattoo. So I don't want to get a tattoo that just everyone has. But yeah, so I got it, and I got it here. And the guy who did it, his name's John, and he did amazing detail work on it. And like my other tattoos, it's just in black. Like, that's my scheme for tattoos, is just black ink on my skin, simple, to the point, no fuss, no muss. Aha, there you go. So Alec Bacher, or Basher, or Bosher, or Alec, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I hope one of those combinations is right. I still got the top 5, and I was wondering if you have any brothers or sisters, and if you do they have YouTube channels? So I have a sister, and she doesn't have a YouTube channel. Sorry. Yes, one sister. I am older than she is, and she doesn't have a YouTube channel. She knows I do, I think. Don't know. But no, she doesn't have a YouTube channel. She's just a person who does the normal life other than talking into a microphone to complete strangers. Hi, strangers, I love you. Harvey Goaty, loving the video. Soap, would you be interested in playing the Game of Thrones Telltale series? And or also, do you like Game of Thrones? Favorite house? So, would I be interested in playing the game? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna play it. Telltale does some amazing work. So yes, Game of Thrones, I do want to play that series, definitely. Do I like Game of Thrones? Yeah. Oh yeah. Admittedly, I've never read the books because they look intimidating. They are like easily this thick. That's about a foot. They're about a foot thick each. Few million pages. Text about 2-point size. That's a lot to read. I'm actually joking. They're not that thick, but they are intimidating as far as just like to take on that thing. And I've heard that once you stop, you cannot stop and put it down. Yes, I love Game of Thrones, mainly the show because I haven't read the books. So there you go. Favorite house? Ooh, man. If this was the very, very beginning, I would say House the Starks, Winterfell, because they had Sean Bean, and Ned Stark was such a cool character. He was just such a good character. Now after that, and after a bunch of other things happened, I honestly don't have a favorite house at the moment because I can't say that I love all the characters that are in said house, but I'll at least give you my favorite characters. So Tyrion, easy favorite character by far. Oh my gosh, what is his name? He just showed back up in the show. Jaqen H'ghar, the man. He's easily one of my favorite characters, and he's barely there, but just he's I guess you could say he is the best, like he's best interpretation on the show of like an assassin, because he can kind of become anyone, and he's just so cool, the entire time. Which, speaking of Jaqen H'ghar, Arya Stark, badass extraordinaire. The Hound, so good. Jaime Lannister, badass as well. I hated him at first, and that everyone says that. I hated Jaime Lannister. Now I'm like, oh, Jaime Lannister, you're so cool. Littlefinger, that just conniving little snake. Like every time I see him, I'm like, oh, what are you up to? Those would be my favorites, but you know, of course, screw Joffrey. Joffrey, that actor, and I forget his name. He did so good at playing Joffrey, and just every single time you see him, you just want to kill him. Hate Joffrey. Dominic Amato. Hey, Soap, love the videos. I was wondering if you could tell me what you used to build your gaming PC. I want to build my own, but do not want to buy one that's $1,500. If possible, could you give me the specs? The specs of my PC are in most of my, all my Skyrim videos lately and Shadow Mordor videos lately. They're in the description, so if you want to see all of my components, that's what they are. Now, as far as if you don't want to spend $1,500, don't. You can build great gaming PCs for less than that. There are websites out there, and I can't remember their name. And when I'm editing this, I'm going to put the name of those websites here. And go there, look up parts and builds and recommendations and all that. And it's totally worth it. But you don't have to spend $1,500. You definitely don't. I didn't. And I've got a great gaming PC that I'm very happy with. So, define Mike. #AskSoap. What was your favorite video game as kid and or teen? #AskSoap. Congrats, 4,300 plus subs. Who are you looking forward to collaborating with in the YouTube community when you become more and more recognizable? Inspirations. So I touched on I guess you could say the inspiration. So early on, people playing guitar, and then C-Nanners, and now, and for a long time, Mr. Sark. Looking forward to collaborating with Mr. Sark and the guys at Rooster Teeth, the Achievement Hunters, the Let's Players, definitely them. I love those guys. And that's about it, other than Seth. Seth, I'm telling you, man, come back, and we will kill everything. For sure. Other than that, favorite video game as a kid and or teen? Well, it's still my favorite video game today, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. There you go. Dylan Hester. Oh my god. Oh, OMG, Soap. I've got a question for Ask Soap. Okay, yeah. I saw that little tat on your right arm, so my question is, How many tattoos do you have? And what do they mean? So I explained this one just a little bit ago, a little earlier, but I have 2 up here that you can't see because I got clothes on and whatnot. On my right arm, I have a Triforce because Legend of Zelda. And on my left arm, I have an alchemy symbol. It is commonly referred to as, well, some people call it the perfect Red King, some people call it the Red King, but most people, if they ever see it, recognize it from the movie Constantine. Namely, it's a tattoo that Keanu Reeves has here and here. And so whenever he says, "Into the light I command thee," and puts it together and gets away all the demons out on that street, that's the tattoo I have here. Now, it's not because of that Constantine movie. Even though I liked it, it's not the greatest movie, and it's not a good Constantine movie, like if you like Hellblazer, the comic series. But it is, I thought it was an entertaining film. It means protection with fire, is what it means. Or sulfur, actually, is the alchemical name for it. Not Full Metal Alchemist, even though that's a great series. I was told once upon a time it meant a Leo as well, because it's a fire sign. And I'm a Leo, if you subscribe to that whole zodiological thing, which I don't, but if anyone ever asks, I'm a Leo. And I was like, I like all of that. I think it's cool. It's got some deeper meanings to it, and so, bam, it's on this arm. There are plans for multiple more tattoos because, oh my god, once you get one tattoo, you cannot stop. They become an addiction. It's just, they can be expensive, hence why I'm not, like, sleeved out and whatnot. But maybe someday I will be. Maybe. The Kobe Dude. Have you ever played Dragon Age games? If so, have you considered recording them? Love the vids guy. I played Dragon Age Origins. A lot of it. I thought it was a great game. I just never got around to finishing it because I have video game ADD, and I'll play something for a little while and be like, oh, something shiny over here, and then I'll just completely forget to get back to it. But that's the only one I've played. Considered recording them? Not really, just because I haven't thought about playing Dragon Age stuff in a while. Like Dragon Age 2, a friend of mine who loves Dragon Age, the way that I love Skyrim, was so put down with 2. I don't even know if he picked up Inquisition yet. I'll have to talk to him about it. But as of right now, no recording of Dragon Age. Don't really have a desire to play it. It was fun at one point, but I can't recall anything that was like, oh man, I have to go back and play that game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sorry. Just, it wasn't a bad experience. I just don't see playing it anytime soon, unless maybe there's like a Dragon Age Origins like HD re-release for PC or something like that. Maybe. Josh Barton. So I have to know, what's the connection in names between Catface, good old Uncle Pork, and the infamous Joey Lumbermouth? That's a good question because I never really answered it before. I think someone finally figured it out in a YouTube comment at one point, but they're from an amazing online series called Wizard People Dear Reader. And what that is there's this guy called Brad Neely who narrates at least the first Harry Potter movie. And takes out the audio, but he reads it like he's reading a book, so it's like an audio book, but you get to see the movie. And all of those names are from that. So Catface Meowmers, Uncle Porkstar, Joey Lumbermouth, they're all from Wizard People Dear Reader. Go look it up, laugh your balls and or boobs off of your body, especially if you love Harry Potter, and it's hilarious. Even if you don't like Harry Potter, it's still hilarious. Go check it out. Dracula, Lord of Shadows. Question or Q. Colon. Do you have tattoo or tattoos? I have tattoos. We covered that. I have 3, with plans to get more. Aiden Green, cheers for answering my question, Diggs. What's the arm tattoo? We answered that. I technically have 3 arm tattoos, but referring to this one, that's my tarot card. Covered that just a little bit ago. Hope that answers your question. Alec Bacher again. No! Darth Vader. No! Do not want. I got kicked out I was at school, so sorry. I will never let this happen again. And my question is, have you played Fallout 3? I think you would like it, and your fans and I will like it. Have I played Fallout 3? Oh, hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. I played Fallout 3. I played the ever-loving crap out of some Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is what got me back into RPGs when I got a little older, because I was like, wow, you can kind of do anything you want. You can be whatever you want. You can just... This is amazing. And I had a series on this channel that was a Let's Play in the true definition of a Let's Play. So we would more or less play the game together in the way of, I would play, and I would get to a stopping point, and you, the people, would have decided, like, okay, should I go do this? Should I go do this? And whichever one was voted on the most, that's what we did. And then we would continue. Except the problem is that I did that series at a time where I didn't have enough subscribers, I didn't have enough people watching my videos, so it just kind of petered out, and it never really took off. I did, like, maybe 4, maybe 5 episodes of it. But do I love Fallout 3? That game used to be my number 3 favorite game of all time. Now it is number 4 after Skyrim. Or actually, no. I take that back. It is number 5 after Skyrim and Red Dead Redemption, and then Shadow of the Colossus, and then Legends of Zelda: Link to the Past. But yes, I love Fallout 3. That game is so good. A lot of people try to say that New Vegas is better, and I didn't like New Vegas as much. I felt it was lacking in content. It had some great mechanics, but the setting was just a bit more bland than Fallout 3. The music wasn't as good as Fallout 3. The set pieces weren't as good. The epicness wasn't there. It just didn't have that same just like feel, you know, to it. It's not a bad game. It's just, for me, was not as good as Fallout 3. Chris Hemrick, Soap, will you ever make another cat face? Sorry, I cannot spell the third part of that name. So Catface Meowmers. Catface, all one word. Meowmers, all one word. I answered this actually in another Ask Soap video, and the answer is yes, I will be making some more Catface content onto the channel. I just haven't decided how quite yet. I am almost there in deciding how, and I think it'll be really cool, and I think you guys will enjoy it, but let's just say we have to wait until the end of the Joey Lumbermouth Let's Play before Catface will come back, and it's for a very good reason, and yes, I'm implying that the two of them will meet, but I'm not going to say how, I'm not going to say when, I'm not going to say where, but my plan is the two of them are going to meet, and something's gonna happen, and there you go. So hopefully you guys like that little tease, that little little something there for you, and there we go. That's it for this round of questions, and that'll do it. So feel free to ask away for some more, and of course, as always, thank you for watching, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys later.